is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
It is with a heavy heart that I announce on today's podcast there is some negative comments regarding Taylor Swift. I know how excited we are for 2 p.m. Friday. New album drops, The Dead Poets Society. We are pumped.
It's not Dead Poets.
And
but thank you for contributing.
Do you know what I hate
cute
about
little
this?
Thing.
One of the another big name celebrity and artist has come out and bagged Taylor Swift. Now, I mean, if you're in the same industry, I would have thought you'd show some respect to fellow artists.
But I do think that this other artist thinks that they are in a different kind of league and talent.
Above Taylor Swift.
Well, maybe.
How would it be possible to sit above Taylor Swift? I would say she is the pinnacle.
Yeah, okay. Well, it needs to be broken down.
You'll find out on the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Can we talk about tone deafness? We've spoken about this actually recently on the show when Demi Lovato, remember she was performing at an event held for the tribute for survivors of cardiac arrest. Do you remember this?
Yes.
So
yes.
It was the American Heart Association's annual Go Red for Women Red Dress collection concert, and Demi got up and there was, some people that have been affected by this before, and she performed this song. She performed her hit song Heart Attack at an event held in tribute for survivors of cardiac arrest.
Oh my God.
I mean, maybe she doesn't have many songs to choose from.
Check the
so if she
playlist.
didn't do Heart Attack.
The other one was the prom. Remember the prom king and queen? So this was at the prom. This is in America.
Oh, yes, I remember.
For the prom queen was in a wheelchair at the time, and the DJ, they got up to have their dance in front of everyone from school. The DJ played this song from Ed Sheeran.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
That is. It could have been from the spine, it could have been the hips.
So we've gone local here because this has happened this week, and obviously with the horrific events that happened over the weekend. But there is a double Bay influencer by the name of Patty Pinkcake. Is anyone aware of Patty Pinkcake?
I don't know much about
Yes.
Patty Pinkcake.
You
Do
know
know
Patty?
Are we talking
Pinkcake?
about Patricia, the blonde-haired
Yes.
woman? I thought she was from Melbourne, but is she Sydney-based?
Or is she a character?
She's from Double Bay. I don't think she is, mate.
I bet you she's not from Double Bay.
I hope she's a character. But
That's what I was thinking.
I think they even had her on like the morning show with. I remember David Campbell fawning all over her,
having a
like,
laugh
saying,
at her?
like saying that she was amazing. She really rose or shot to fame, and she can be very funny, whether she's meaning to or not,
Right.
because she's very earnest when she talks about the important things in her day, which are how she styled her outfit.
Right.
Well, her real name is Patricia Lydon. She's a former legal aid solicitor turned beloved fashion influencer. So every day she basically will show you what she's wearing. But
In a very I don't want to say Double Bay accent, but like
Let's say Vaucluse.
like a Vaucluse. And now and my scarf
What's
is.
the name of the girl from Married at First Sight?
Rude and Trude. It's like Rude and Trude, isn't it?
And Trude.
Yes.
Okay, so Patty, unfortunately, with the events that happened over the weekend, starts the video like this, but then horrifically ends it really badly.
And my sincerest condolences and sympathies to the families and friends of those who lost their lives, and my wishes for a speedy recovery to the injured. And I know that's going to take years, both physically and mentally. Now, I do have to go out, and I've chosen this to wear, and it's the great Max Mara trans-seasonal jacket. I don't know what I'd do without it. It's wonderful. Ralph Lauren teddy bear t-shirt, something happy, just some chinos and some sandals.
She's not joking.
But is it? I mean, you would have to at that moment, wouldn't you just have? Wouldn't you be expressing your thoughts in a video just to say to all the victims out there and their families,
And
you
then
don't have to end it on that?
No, I think you should end it there. We even spoke about this, Fitzy, yesterday, that we'd come across it and even...
I think
Well, it's gone global.
I think what's
Has it?
happened there is she's wanted to acknowledge it, and she's felt like the right thing to do is acknowledge it.
Yes.
But she should have kept them separate. If it was a tribute to those who are affected by the the events of Saturday, leave it at that. You can't segue from that to fashion. They just don't work.
She has apologised, so we don't know.
And I think that I do believe that the apology is incredibly sincere, and I'm sure that at some point when this began to blow up, as she even said in the post where she apologises, is that there was no intent. It was a very, very thoughtless mistake that was made. And I'm sure she's waking up again this morning thinking, if I could not do one thing this week, it would have been that. I think her heart was in the right place, but it was delivered appallingly.
So do we know if Patty Pinkcake is a character or if it's a real...
I'm confused.
Have we tried to get Patty on the show?
No. Well, news.com.au reached out to her and she declined. She's taken the video down and she later posted her apology. So we don't know what's going on.
She's not the place you do go for fashion, is she? I mean, Kate, have you ever gone there and thought, I wonder what Patty's wearing today?
In Double Bay.
Because that might be the way forword.
No, but no disrespect to Patty, of course.
It's just not your style.
But I just
your chinos today are magnificent.
I'm not wearing chinos today.
Do girls wear chinos?
Yes. Girls can wear whatever they choose to wear.
Exactly
As
right.
long as it's been approved.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Courtney Love, lead singer of Hole, wife of
I love
Kurt
this album.
Cobain.
She was an amazing artist, Courtney Love. Like, Hole is a great band.
Do you know it's been 30 years since Kurt died?
Yeah, that was last week, wasn't it?
last week. 30 years.
Oh my gosh, that photo as well,
Of
where
his
you
legs.
just see his Converse Chuck Taylors, and you just see his legs.
Lying down.
God, everyone was crying their eyes out that day, weren't they?
It was massive. It's just shocking. She's come out and had a crack at a few people.
Yeah, absolutely. She really doesn't
held back at all.
held anything back.
I mean, Courtney, we just got one question. If you got anything to say, please do, and she does.
Do you know there's a story from the Big Day Out where after Kurt died, Silverchair played and she was running around the back saying, "Where is that young man that looks like my dead husband?"
Oh my God.
Yes.
And
they did look very similar at that
Didn't
point,
they?
didn't they?
Daniel Johns was just hiding out the back.
She's come out and someone's asked her about Taylor Swift. What do you think of Taylor Swift? Album out Friday, 2 p.m, guys. She said Taylor... she positively hates the idea of Taylor Swift.
That's what the journo had to say, wasn't
Quote, Taylor is not important. She might be a safe space for girls, and she's probably the Madonna of now, but she's not interesting as an artist.
Oh, come on.
Is that an attack on both Madonna and Taylor, or
little
is it
bit.
just about Taylor?
Well, you're suggesting that back in the day that Madonna was, not interesting as an artist. How can Taylor Swift not be interesting as an artist?
Well, I
to
guess
create something like that from nothing and be not interesting as an artist?
Yeah, well, ticket sales,
I mean, we've got a little bit of data to say she's doing all right.
She couldn't be more different from Courtney Love,
No.
though. Like, they're kind of polar opposites on the old music industry seesaw.
Taylor should email her, because I assume they have an email, and say, hey, why don't we do a collab?
That's not bad.
And then you'll get an email back from Courtney Love saying, I think you're terrible, and then use those lyrics in a Taylor Swift
Did we
song.
have some isolated vocals of Hole or Courtney Love in the system? I'm pretty sure we did. They did a gig one night and isolated her guitar and her...
Oh, don't.
Wasn't great.
I think they were thinking about getting back together. But you can't have a
You
crack
never,
at Taylor
ever,
Swift.
ever,
It's not
ever
the
get
time,
back
is it?
No, ever. Well said, Kate Ritchie.
Oh, sorry, Kate, I was talking over the joke.
No one. It wasn't
got it,
really a
mate.
joke, and I didn't really commit to it, but thank you for the people who noticed.
That's the song we're listening out for, Kate Ritchie, the winning song. We are never, ever. Oh, you're always in with a shot.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are, mate. Even if it's 1,000,000 to 1.
Or do you want to do the winning song could be the parody that we did, Tom? We never ever get accurate weather.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I haven't
really
heard
do that?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you really did.
We were having a crack at Grant Denyer at the time, and
Was Tim Bailey in that song?
And you never
Tim
get
Bailey was in
accurate
there.
weather. That's so good. I'll have to have a listen.
What a terrible
Where can I
idea.
find that?
What a crime.
no, I think it's been wiped from the system.
I was trying to wipe my memory until you brought it up again.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Imagine this. Guy gets a phone call. He says, we'd like to rent your house. This is not open for rent. They say, well, we'd really, really like to rent your house. He says, I'm actually not interested in renting my house. I don't know how you got my number. This house is not on a rental website. I live here. They then said, well, let me help you with your decision. I need to rent your house for a week. That's all. So you're just going to need to move out for a week. And here's the kicker. I'm going to give you $500,000 for that week.
What?
He said that it doesn't make sense. The property's only worth $500,000. They say, I don't care. We need the house. We need it for a week. $500,000.
Where is this?
He assumes it's a prank. Then it turns out...
Stitch Up, classic Stitch Up.
Yeah, what? They move in and
Gotcha.
take all the furniture.
Who told me in? It was your dad.
Is it Mr. Beast doing a YouTube video? It was Rihanna wanting the house that was in the perfect location for her Super Bowl performance last year. She wanted that house, and there was no negotiation to be had.
Is this a little bit of bratty behaviour there, where it's like, I want this, Daddy. I want the golden tickets to Wonka's factory, Daddy.
Apparently it was the only house that was to her standard in this certain area called Paradise Valley.
And is that, what do you mean? It was up the road from Super Bowl?
Yeah, I believe so. In the perfect spot for Super Bowl.
It's not a bad name for a suburb, is it? Paradise Valley.
Paradise Valley.
Can't go wrong, can you?
That's like, when they change shocking areas.
But you never know where it is because everybody's Paradise Valley is different.
We grew up next to Hackham West, which was horrible, so they changed it to Hunfield Heights.
That was that.
That
That's
sounds
fancy.
really nice. Let's go there and start a family.
He said, the last thing I am is a real estate baron, but if I have to go on holiday for $500,000, then I'll do it.
Of course, I guess he just left the furniture there. I want to see a photo of the house.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it was anything spectacular. Because he said, that's what my house is worth.
It was Rihanna just driving past it. Remember we drove past Justin Bieber's house in Beverly Hills?
We're not allowed to talk about that.
Well...
Why aren't you? What happened?
Well,
what
we can talk about this now.
Tom, permission to talk about it?
We talk...
Yeah, well, he's no longer there.
He sold
He
it
still
years
own it?
ago, but we went around the back, Kate, and we were mucking around. Got a couple of photos on his barbecue.
The gate.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
The gate was open.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he wasn't there. He was touring or something.
So we went round, that's called the Glass House.
Yep.
We got in all sorts of trouble. Nova hit the panic button.
Yeah. Well, no, we
could
did a
be
video.
arrested.
We did a video, yeah, and obviously public property.
I mean, it was
we didn't
trespassing.
realise the rules back at the time. You're not allowed to jump on it over anyone's fence.
No, the whole idea, well, we didn't jump out. The gate was literally open.
It was open.
So we thought, we'll go and have a look at the front door, see if Justin's home and say hello. And
What
then there was
year
nothing
was
there.
this?
Oh, it was
not long
6
ago.
months ago.
Like, was he very, very famous?
Oh, yeah, that's why
But
we
why
went
is
there.
the gate open?
I don't know, because I think a delivery was happening in the garage, because the garage was open.
And
He
Kate,
took one of his Ferraris. for a
one
spin.
of 23 houses that he has.
Yep. So we went round the back, and he has this huge lawn which looks over LA. So we sort of, and there's a huge pool there as well. So we sort of made ourselves at home, and you're right, we thought we'd have a barbecue, and then we sort of looked in the back door. Justin, you around, mate?
It was amazing. Yeah.
Fitzy in the
Nicki
whip, though.
Minaj was there. She was out the back just hanging out. And
Selena Gomez was in the pool on a lilo.
No, she
It's
wasn't.
getting really weird.
I don't want to do that kind of stuff.
We don't have to.
Oh.
Because Nova... People nearly lost their job over it, unfortunately.
Did they? Was that you, Tommy?
No, it was someone else, and in turn, they're not working here anymore.
I'd hired and then for the next day of the story arc, I'd hired a small plane to fly over LA saying, hey, Justin, it's Fitzy and Wippa, give us a call with our number on the back
How
of
did
the plane.
that go?
that's when budgets were huge
Yeah,
back
it's an
then. weren't they?
enormous budget.
What happened there?
Well, I had to cancel the plane.
Because of the
And then we did the
trespassing.
Hot Wheels
And then
World
we did-
Record again.
then we did the-
Kept the money.
Yeah.
Broke the world record for the longest Hot Wheels track.
Every cloud,
Have you done no research on this show before you joined
Have you?
What's going on?
Well, Kate,
I don't know what did I know about
when
this
you were
show?
on Home and Away, can we talk about celebrities at your house?
Yeah, I
What
wanna know
celeb-
about
Oh, yeah,
celebrity.
that's what we're talking
Yep.
about.
I mean,
who's
would-
been at my house?
Yeah, who would have been the biggest back in the day at Mum and... Did Mum and Dad ever have any of the actors over? Like, did anyone come... Yeah.
We did. We had like
Ada Nicodemo?
no, not Ada. Tracy Mann. I don't know if you know
who's that?
Tracy Mann. She played my mother in Cyclone Tracy, so she's been to the house. Alex Paps, Isla Fisher.
I loved
This is to my little house in Campbelltown.
Oh, Isla went to the Campbelltown house.
Yeah, on the way to the Blue Mountains.
Great.
We stopped there, and then my brother has a very
here we
cute
go.
photo with Isla.
Yeah.
And Isla always asks about my brother, how's he going and stuff.
Well, they've got the
It's
same
really-
colour hair, don't they? They would look like brother and sister themselves.
Yeah, kind of. Good one. I'm trying to think who else has been there. What about you guys? Have you had a famous person at the...
No, there weren't many celebrities that were allowed into our area.
Who have I had?
Oh.
Yeah, it was a
I've
pretty
been to your
tough-
house.
I've
Where-
had Kate Ritchie at my place.
Oh, you had Matt Preston. He was in Glen Iris, wasn't he, around your area? Would have popped in
he
or...
dropped in to see Dad one time, do some cooking together. I think they did a short rib or something. I'd love to know, out of the blue, has a celebrity turned up at your house? Why were they there? Like, call the show and drop a name right now. Get involved. Doesn't have to be Rihanna with a $500,000 offering. Could just be Isla for a cup of tea.
Emily and Coogee, did you have a celebrity at your place?
Yeah, hi, Fitzy, Wippa and Kate. I'm so excited to speak to you. Yes, we had Erica Packer, or back in the day, Erica Baxter came to our house.
Yeah, what for, Em?
Tupperware party?
Not in those days. It was my brother invited her to his school formal.
Oh,
that is so cute.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
She's great.
And were
Back in
they?
the early 90s.
Did they go out with each other for a bit, Em?
They actually didn't. It wasn't that lucky.
Oh, damn.
No, they were sort of friends in the same circle, and I think the formal was the only date they had.
Oh, he must have got in really early with the invitation.
I don't know.
Do you think?
Is there a photo of them together, Em, that he pulls out all the time?
Yeah, there must be a photo actually, because we're a prolific photo-taking family, but I'm not sure where it is.
Okay.
Great story, Em. Thank you.
Let's go to Carol in Canterbury. What celebs have been to your house, Carol?
Hi guys, I had Rebecca Gibney and Peter O'Brien in my front yard actually, and in my garage, filming a little Australian mini TV show.
So did they approach you saying we want to use your house, or do you put it up, Carol?
No, they did. It wasn't them, it was the scouts or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So they approached, and my son lived in the garage. It was a granny flat for him, and he graffitied it all, and they used it. The killer actually lived in my house.
Oh,
The killer was
yes.
in your house.
Carol,
Is it like
killer.
Halifax or something, was it?
No. It was called The Killing Fields.
Oh, yes.
It was about a young teenage girl that got murdered by her next door neighbour. Yeah.
Your son murdered that room many a times, as I heard as well. Carol, how much do you
I
get?
heard it too.
How much do you get paid for something like that, Carol, to rent out your house?
It was for the week, so it was pretty trash because it had to look like a country house.
Yeah.
Wasn't very much, really.
Were you insulted at
I'd
all?
rather not say.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
that's good. I mean, yeah, exactly. You don't talk about stuff like that.
Carol, were you insulted that they want to use your house for a crime scene? You know.
No, not at all. I thought it was lovely, and Rebecca was beautiful. We spoke about a film that she starred in called Mental that I absolutely loved.
Yep.
And she actually said, I didn't think anybody watched it. I said, you were hilarious in that.
That's
she was
so
absolutely
nice.
brilliant.
She's a very...
Actually, we had a cup of tea, so it was really nice.
Oh, she's a good lady.
Who had better hair? Peter O'Brien had
It
magnificent
still
hair
does. I
back
saw
in
him
the
at the
day.
footy the other
Does.
night.
Yeah, I still see him wandering around.
Killing it.
Christina and you, Minor. Who'd you have over at yours?
Silver chair.
Oh! Why were they? Was that a film clip or something, Christina, or a party?
No. So we were growing up on the Central Coast at the time, so it was 1999, so they were pretty fairly new into the music industry back then. And my brother was part of what was known back then as the Newcastle Crew.
Yeah.
So they all hung around together, and we had a massive party at my parents' house on New Year's Eve 1999, and there was Daniel Johns and Chris Jono there.
Oh, so
Ben Gillies didn't make it, but yeah, neither did Natalie Imbruglia, because it was when he was seeing Natalie.
Chris is one of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet in your life. He is
You
magnificent.
know what? They both were. Daniel Johns is just so down to earth. He stood in my mother's laundry comparing nail polish with her.
Oh,
Wow.
now that is a story that your mum will take to the grave.
Isn't
you
that
know?
fantastic?
100%. They are just beautiful people, and to this day, I still love Silk Jeff.
Good on you,
Yeah, me
Christina.
too, big
Great
fan.
story.
Shelley and Cronulla, who'd you have, Shelley?
Well, I had Warwick Capper as my babysitter.
You're babysitting. Wow.
G'day,
That's-
Warwick Kappa here. I'm here to do your babysitting.
That's
G'day, guys.
that's criminal. Your parents.
I know.
How did that happen, Shelley? By accident?
Well, we were building a house, so we were renting. It was about 86.
Yeah.
And we were, my parents were building a house, and so we rented a unit in Cronulla, and he used to live upstairs. And when my parents would go out, he would babysit us and get us KFC.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
How many children? Okay, would you...
G'day, guys. It's
My
Warwick
sister
Kappa. It's
and
Warwick
I,
Kappa.
we would have been 11 and 9.
He
I don't know
didn't-
what they were thinking.
He would have brought back a couple of dates, Shelley, to the place, wouldn't he?
Oh,
Or
I don't remember, but I remember KFC because we were never allowed it.
oh my
God.
What a treat.
The whiz.
A bit of a treat with Warwick.
Classic Kappa.
The whiz.
Yeah.
What time do you usually go to bed?
What do you got?
Oh, you stay up till 2 a.m, do you? Okay.
All right. Well, let's get some more KFC, shall we? What do you reckon? Wendy's called from Campbelltown. How are you, Wendy?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, Wendy. We were just talking
Hi,
about
Wendy.
celebrities that you've had at your house. You have a story for us?
I had a very important celebrity at my house just a few years ago. Her name was Kate Ritchie.
Oh, my God. Congratulations.
Wendy, do
You
I
win.
know? You're not Wendy. Your last name
No,
isn't Carpenter.
no, you don't know me.
Oh, I don't
No, you
know
don't.
you.
Oh, but what were you doing there?
Well, just a few years ago when Kate was still at school and one of her good friends was our next-door neighbour, her friend from Helston Ag's High School.
Yeah.
And her friend was our next-door neighbour and she came in to babysit our kids and Kate was over, so she came too and babysit my children.
Was I a good babysitter?
Oh, you were wonderful.
Where in? I mean, I know you're saying Campbelltown, but I'm trying to
in
think which
Bradbury.
friend. Is this Andrea?
No, Liv.
Oh, Olivia Condon.
Yes, that's it.
Yes,
that's
the-
exactly right.
Olivia Condon.
Yeah, they call
and
her Eagle.
Jay and Adrian.
Yeah, and Adrian and Amber.
Yes, and
great,
Amber.
Great knitter and also very funny on the side. Very dry humour.
But you mentioned a few years ago when Kate was at
Just
school.
a couple of years ago.
Oh, thank you for calling, Wendy.
Oh, I love you, Wendy.
Thank you.
I know the house.
And a big shout out to the Condon family.
Yes, she became a florist, moved west.
Did she?
Yeah,
Oh,
she actually married the boy she went out with in high school. Who was my first boyfriend in high school, Duncan Whittle.
He got
There you
around.
go.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Kate Ritchie's
Theme Queen.
Can you believe it, guys? Round 11 of Theme Queen.
Is it really round 11?
I know.
They all have singers.
Just.
I mean, that's how basic some of them have been.
What?
Oh, how are some of the
Do you
weather
know
ones?
what the basic? You know why they have to be basic? Is because you have to warm up.
Okay.
The first one's always easy, isn't it? It's like
It's
weather
not-
or a day of the week or...
Oh, you know what? Next week I'm going to make the first round really difficult,
Yeah,
just
do
to
it.
stick it to you.
And what I love about this too is each week you write an intro for yourself. So what have you got this week?
Let me have a look.
You did
Here we
write
go.
it.
Welcome to round 11 of Theme Queen. Okay, we've done that. I'm your host, a joy to have in an Uber, and surprisingly funny, Kate Ritchie.
Wow. Can be funny.
Can be funny, and when I am, well, that's a surprise. Okay, we know how to play 3 songs in each round. All the songs are related by some kind of theme, and that's your job to listen in. Tell me what connects them all.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Pens
I'm ready.
poised. Round number 1, song 1.
Camels.
I love that song. Okay,
that
my
Fergie?
humps. Yes. Do you know Fergie was the first interview I ever did when I started radio? Oh no, it wasn't the first radio interview. Kylie Minogue was the first interview with Merrick and Rosso. Fergie was the first interview that they sent me out to talk to at the stadium on my own when neither of them could be bothered to go and talk to her.
Oh, no way.
She described
She's
you as
massive.
Good story. Song number 2.
Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers, great song. And song number 3.
Oh, Cranberries.
Okay, guys, I mean, I know it's tricky.
I don't have it.
Are you serious?
Irish,
I don't have it.
Irish, zombie, heavy. What was the Chili
What was
Peppers
the Chili
song?
Peppers one?
Can you hear yourself?
What was the actual song called?
By the way.
By the way.
Yeah. I wouldn't get too bogged down in the names of the songs.
Black eyed peas, chili peppers, they're vegetables.
No, cranberries are fruit.
Oh, fruit. Well, it's
They're food.
fruit and
So come on, guys. And
Peas,
this is what you
peppers.
get when you say things are so simple. Quickly moving on to round 2, song number 1.
Been a long day
Overplayed at Nova.
without you, my friend. When I see you again.
Beautiful songs. Let's go.
Come along.
Oh, I feel bad talking
Long
over Charlie
way.
Puth. Song number 2.
Don't you forget about me.
I know.
Great song. What does this remind you of, this song?
Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Movie in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, great. And song number 3. Okay, guys, you can jump in anytime now.
They're
Okay.
all tributes to someone who's passed.
No.
They're all tributes to someone.
They're not tributes.
No, they're not
Yeah, they are.
tributes. Well, is it to do with the Breakfast Club and a movie? Is it to do with a movie?
Yes, the
But
songs
see,
that were written.
For the movies.
Ah, yes. Oh, I love how we worked as a team there.
That was cute.
I don't know who's winning, but we're about to do round number 3, song number 1.
Family members.
Just killed a man. Put a gun against his head.
Mama.
My trigger now.
No,
Queen.
that's not. Yes, there we go. Let's do song number 2.
Nobody said it was easy.
Scientist.
What a great song.
English band.
Such a shame for us to part.
I can never remember the name of. I never remember the name of that song.
The Scientist.
Yeah, because it kind of doesn't make sense, does it? How is it related to the song? Song number 3.
And now you've thrown me. Jay-Z, Alicia Keys.
Well, we're trying to throw you because you. Firstly, you say things are too easy, and then you're like, "Oh, well, it's so easy because it's just the name of the chorus."
Why'd you make it so hard?
So Queen, Freddie Mercury, Bohemian Rhapsody, Coldplay, The Scientist, Empire State of Mind, Jay-Z.
They're all about
And
cities.
No, they're not though.
Cool. Bohemian Is it to do with their film clips?
No, I'm trying to think of a clue. Tommy, have you got a clue?
It's to do with the artist.
The Scientist. Is it
They're
to
all
do
jobs.
the lead singer? So Chris Martin did a song with Beyonce? No.
You're drawing. You kind of clutching
Queen.
it. Clutching it.
Queen.
Do you want me to focus on the song or the artist?
Queen, Beyonce,
I want.
to Coldplay, to Jay-Z.
Stop just saying words.
I think you want to focus on the name of the song. Maybe. Yeah, we're going to have.
Oh, the song, the lyric is not in the song.
Is it Joanne? Is it Joanne?
Or Joanne? Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you going to help the team out here because the boys have been complaining it's so easy and they can't seem to crack round 3?
Well, hopefully I'm right because I thought it was easy. The singers are playing piano.
No.
Oh, that's a good guess, though. They are.
Yes, they are playing
Alicia Keys.
piano.
Kate, I'm correct.
What is it?
I said the lyric is not in the name of the song is not in the lyrics.
That is correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
A bit tricky, that one.
You sort of gave it away.
Well, I had to.
I know.
That was me trying to. You need to listen
Helping
more
hands.
because I was actually giving you clues.
That's a really
in that
good round.
Cool banter. You don't mean that for a second.
Oh, I do.
And guess what?
Love
As
that.
a prize, we're going to be back and we're going to do it next week.
Wow.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Kate, pets are expensive.
They can be.
They
I mean,
are.
well, yes, they are. How many pets in your house? 0.
What have we got at
3.
the moment?
Oh, no, you kids.
4. No, we don't have pets.
You
but
have
there's a-
tadpoles in the front.
Oh, we do. I
You're all
gave you a few of
talk.
them.
You said you're going to... You told the kids you're going to get a pet. You're not getting a pet.
We will get a cat.
you-
But do you know what? I was away last week and the family said, we nearly went and bought a cat while you were away and you would have just got home and it would have been too late and you would have had to live with a cat.
How great.
And then when I went to get in my car this morning, a cat ran out from underneath it as I started it up. And
Was
I
it a
thought,
black one?
No, it was like a white fluffy
There's
thing.
quite a few cats around Rose Bay, to be honest with you.
That doesn't make
Are
sense.
they on heat? If you ever bought an octopus, what would you call it?
Octopussy.
Would you? That's a film, isn't it?
No, that was a character in a James Bond
It
film.
was,
Tom.
yeah.
Is
No,
it?
it was a James Bond.
Yeah.
It was the name of the movie.
Yeah,
wasn't
Roger
it?
Moore, I think,
Oh,
was the lead in that
fantastic!
one.
Anyway, I got a great story for you guys. A little expensive octopus. This is coming out of the US. This story,
Yeah.
So it makes it international.
Wow.
Stay tuned. The kid wanted an octopus, and this is how it all starts. You want to fill the void in the child's life. Maybe
What's the documentary on the octopus?
A Teacher's Pet.
Yeah, Teacher's Pet.
A Teacher's Pet? No, that's the podcast.
Oh, that's...
the woman
Oh,
was murdered.
Teacher's Pet.
No, it's like My Squid, the octopus friend or
My
something.
octopus, the teacher.
My octopus teacher.
Oh, my octopus.
God, I thought the Dawson twins had taken an octopus home.
Can't find it anywhere.
Oh, it's so confusing. So this kid gets the octopus. It takes the octopus home.
What sort of a pet is an octopus?
Well, this is what I thought. And I've been deep diving into the octopus this morning.
What?
Out of context, Kate.
Clear your search history again, please,
oh my
Miss Ritchie.
God, if you wouldn't mind. Repeat that for
And the
us.
stuff that I've learned.
I'll step out if you want.
Stuff that I have learned has been mind-blowing.
Well, give us a couple of
An
examples.
octopus doesn't live for very long.
How long?
So I don't know, but it doesn't live for very long. So you can invest in an octopus, and then they die. And what happened to this kid? This is why we're talking about a pet being way more expensive. Dad's gone, okay, let's just get the octopus. He's probably thinking the octopus won't be around for long anyway.
Yeah, sure.
They get the female octopus, and they name her Terrence, which doesn't make sense because I thought that was a boy's name.
Yeah, it could be Terry as a girl.
Trent
octopus.
D'Arby, yeah.
They set the whole thing up that they bought things on Facebook Marketplace. He's thinking it's only going to cost about $600, but what they realise a couple of weeks after they put the octopus into the tank, is that she starts. What do they call it? It sounds so romantic. Terrence, the female octopus, starts releasing a chandelier of little eggs.
Is that what it's called? A beautiful term?
Because I'm guessing they must kind of, wherever they
sort of
come
just-
from, they kind of, no, not like that. They come out like a beautiful
he's at his best, isn't he?
crystal chandelier of
Yeah, I
eggs.
love that.
And then they just wait, and then an expert said that they weren't fertilised. They were, guys. So I don't know what Terrence had been doing at the pet shop before she came to live with the new family.
Steve was in there with Terrence.
And there
It was
were
on.
like 50 eggs all fertilised that all had to have their own tanks because they had to go through the whole hatching process.
What is the lifespan of an octopus?
I think it's only maybe a year, or because that's the very sad thing in My Octopus Teacher.
That guy was a loser.
No, he was,
That guy wasted so much time hanging out with an octopus who does not care about him.
yeah,
But
roughly
you
1
do
to
that
5.
all the time. You do that with people.
Do you know what? I'm not getting out. I'm not
You
getting
do that
into
with charcoal chicken.
I'm not getting into a wetsuit each day and swimming down to see an octopus.
Well, you're not doing any exercise at all.
To go and check out the octopus, hoping.
But did you
that I
not
would
get the
form a-
relationship? I mean, there was a moment when I was watching it and I
Oh,
thought,
mate, get a life.
are they having
An affair.
some kind of...
You really did.
There was great intimacy.
You're suggesting you did something to the octopus.
Well, they were
Kate,
connected.
Kate, you have a special relationship with Annie, and you know that there's a connection with animals that people have. Do not question
No,
this
the
bloke.
thing with Annie
It's not a bad idea. It's
she
eight
doesn't know...
tentacles.
I saw Tom with
How's that for a hug? You're getting them from everywhere.
I saw Tom with the octopus from the Wiggles once.
All right, mate.
Did you?
No.
And Captain Feathersword.
How cool's Captain
Can we
We've
go
got
to
some
Rosa?
calls,
Yeah, let's go
guys.
to Rosa in Campbelltown. We're talking about costly pets. What have you got for us, Rosa?
Hello, Rosa.
Oh, not a good time for Rosa to not be there.
Oh, no, and she's from... I wonder which suburb.
Let's take... who have we got there?
Yeah.
Well,
Courtney.
Courtney in
Courtney.
the Druitt.
Is Courtney there?
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Guys, how you going?
What happened, Courtney? How much did your pet cost you?
My pets don't actually cost me anything. So they've got TikTok,
and our biggest video got over 30 million views. So they pay for themselves.
What is your dog?
Daisy and Biscuit. So I've got 2 golden retrievers and a staffy.
What was the video that got 30 million views, Courtney?
It was my dog missing whipped cream. So I was going to be like, Wippa, do you want to have a whipped cream competition?
With your dog? Love
With my dog.
Can we do that?
2 little pugs together. Look at them go. What's it called?
Oh, he's at his best,
Daisy and
isn't he?
Biscuit.
But that's only 3. I thought you said you had 2 golden retrievers and a staffy.
I do. I've got 2 golden retrievers. So I've got Daisy, Biscuit and Nala, sorry.
Oh, Nala's
got
the
Nala.
staffy.
So, Courtney, they now have... What do they have...
Contracts
they
or
have
income?
companies approaching you now to get the dogs on the Instagram account?
Yeah, so we get people who send us free stuff all the time, and then they go, if you put it up on your TikTok, we'll pay you, and then TikTok pays me when we go live and stuff.
Who would have thought?
And
we have this on our screen.
Oh,
Oh my goodness! Is that an
Nala.
American staffy?
She's an American cross English, so
Okay.
she's a bit of a half-half, and then the 2 Goldens are Nala and Biscuit.
Yeah, they're wrestling over a tennis ball. How
That
much fun
is
is that?
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Have you ever watched a tennis ball being made?
You sent me that video.
If you do anything today, I mean, firstly, get on the phone, give us a call. We want to keep talking about expensive
And
pets,
go to
13
work.
24 10.
Go to
And
work
then
as well.
find a video about a tennis ball being made. It will blow your mind.
Finally, Rose is back on board from Campbelltown. What was the cost associated with your canine, Rosa?
$9,000.
Oh,
What for?
Lord.
Frozen knee reconstruction or what to have?
No, we had kind of a tragic start. His eyes hadn't even been opened yet, and he lost his mum. His mum got run over, so we took over the rearing duties.
Yeah.
And then when he was about 2 years old, because he was an inside dog, he happened to get into a piece of chocolate. That led to seizures, so he was on MRI, hospital care for 10 days.
Oh, for a bit of
nearly lost
Cadbury.
him.
And no insurance,
And-
I'm guessing.
No.
Oh, no.
And yes, we kind of thought we lost him, and then he made a miraculous comeback,
Yeah.
and he was supposed to be on medication for the rest of his life, and he doesn't even need that now. So he's 15 years, and he's still going strong. But yeah,
I mean, there is euthanasia for a dog,
a
isn't
good
there?
investment.
Oh, you can't. You can't.
I mean, if a dog... If
No,
you're,
I'm not even having
if
this
you're not
discussion.
in a financial position...
Oh, there is that decision to be
support
made. I
the
do
dog.
understand
But
that.
you can't.
I
It's
do.
Like, it's like,
Can you do it?
How could you make that decision about one of your kids?
Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
I wonder if you can do it for team members.
Don't get it.
Mandy in Padstow, have you had some pricey pets, Mandy?
Yes, so a budgie.
Oh, don't tell me you spent more than $100
What,
on a
on
bird.
outfits, Mandy, or what are you paying for?
Smugglers?
No, so we got a budgie, $50 budgie. We took him to the vet a couple of months ago because he had a sore leg.
How did you know?
He's done a hammy. Budgie's done a hammy.
Yeah, he's up on 1 foot, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a thing, but
Yeah.
it turns out he has really large testicles.
Is that the imbalance?
Got a butt.
What are you trying to
when
smuggle
they
those away,
But no, but they
Budgie?
do actually, because we've talked about that on the show before, where you have to
Budgies
put
and
them on their
nuts.
back and
Blow
blow
on
the
them.
feathers away, and then you can see what's going
When
on
they
down
have
there.
the large testicles,
Yeah.
it hits a nerve which affects their foot.
What?
Which it can mean a tumour, which is really sad, and my kids need to process that. But he's had to have 3 lots of hormone injections, which...
To bring down the testicle.
How do you give a budgie an injection? Be like a sword going into you.
Yep, and then if he does continue to have the injections, it's about $200 per month.
I'll get stuff.
Which if you times
the
that by
budgie.
12,
Yeah.
What's this guy's name?
How big
What's
is
the bird's name?
his name is Ace.
Ace with the giant plums.
So Ace, you're taking Ace's manhood away from him, Mandy. I think he'd rather stand on one leg and have huge agates.
I know. It was not what I was expecting the vet to say,
Oh my
I can
gosh,
assure you.
agony of the agate. That is
Yep.
extraordinary.
If you're a vet, how do you...
Can you keep a straight face?
How do you keep
I know.
Your budgie's got big ball syndrome.
Firstly, he was like, yes, doctor, you've got a 2 o'clock with Ace the budgie.
Or imagine just pulling out the x-rays. Okay, guys, come over here and have a look.
He's got big swingers.
Just huge testicles.
Does he look, Mandy? Does he look like a bulldog from behind?
No,
They
he
sort of
doesn't.
hanging down.
No.
Yeah.
But you know how they X-ray a bird?
How?
They have to use sticky tape to kind of stick them down, and the vet showed me a photo, and it's hilarious, really, but not.
Mandy, can you keep a
amazing.
straight face telling us this story?
Pretty bird.
Oh my God.
True.
Pretty
This
bird.
is honestly true.
Can you keep us updated on
It is.
days?
It's like Dumb and Dumber.
Isn't it?
Pretty bird.
It is a little bit.
Heads are
So we had to have the discussion with my son last night about whether we continue with that cost, because that's a lot of money for a budgie.
Just let him have big balls and get over it.
Yeah, but if it's a tumour, he will eventually die.
Yeah,
which is really
like
sad.
you're missing the point, guys. How old's your
Elephantitis.
son?
Ace.
12.
I love Ace.
Oh.
I'm all.
He could be our show mascot.
Yeah, Ace the big bald bird.
Can I ask a question, Mandy? I don't want to cheapen the chat because there's been.
Oh, well, that's so unlike you.
You have it at all?
Does a budgie have a member?
No, I don't think, no. Not that you can see, anyway.
Well, how do they breed then?
If he's got big balls, he must have
Yeah, they'd have a little
quite the tackle on the lad.
Okay.
Everyone. Well, how else do you do it?
Can you send us a photo of Ace, Mandy? We'd love. Stay on the line. We'll get your details. We'd love to see a photo of Ace.
Okay, we'll do.
You're the best.
What? Tommy's just Googling. What do you got on a budgie's genitals?
It's very, very strange. It's one for Dr. Chris Brown, guys, because I can't really explain. And I've Googled something I didn't want to Google.
Let me have a look.
Birds. Or
Let me have a look.
Tommy, you Google birds all the time.
Birds' genitals. Oh my God! It's sort of inverted.
It's microscopic.
It's inverted.
And now you finished listening. There is a brand new Educate podcast.
Oh,
yeah, get involved, guys. I don't know if you heard the story about Courtney Kardashian drinking her own breast milk.
Yeah.
But there is a lot to be educated about. Not only that little delicacy, but the Kardashians in general. It's on the podcast. It's wherever you get your good podcasts. Brand new episode of Educate Now.
Fits in Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.